Yo, what's happening, my people? So, another one of these episodes, man. Let me get this thing off. This is Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 3. And last night, I watched Episode 2 a few times. I was like, oh, damn, I forgot about Walking Dead. And I was looking at it on TV. I was like, oh, I watched it a week ago. And then I was like, oh, I forgot they've been dropping early. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to do my video. So I watched it this morning, watched Episode 3 this morning. And so I'm like, hmm. So let's get into what's been happening. Well, if you haven't been watching them earlier, if you're watching them on TV or something, blase blase. But let's get into this timeline. Let's get into episode 3. I'm kind of happy they haven't showed the common police on this episode, like the Commonwealth. Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, I know about the Commonwealth in the comic books and stuff. I have read the comic books in the comic book story. It is a big part. It is the last saga. Rick dies and blase blase. But Rick isn't. It's not a big spoiler because Rick isn't in the show because it's not gonna happen like that. But the things that are going on, Maggie has been leading everybody to their destruction. Everybody is kind of on course. They looking for something in this episode. And Maggie, is she looking for something physical? Is she looking for something inside her? Like, she trying to save everybody, but she putting everybody in harm's way. And it's like they show Carol as well, and Carol is doing the same thing. Like, she's looking for something. She's trying to help people, but she could be harming them as well in a certain sense. Like, she looking for those horses, and the horses are necessary and stuff, but people are going at different times and staying out late. She's telling Kelly about Connie, and they have a friend, and she's like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't tell. And she's looking out for Kelly, but she's gave up on Connie. And we know, if we watch it from the season finale of the last season, that Connie is still alive. So in this sense, Carol is right. But let's get to the beginning of this episode, man. And they have came in contact with this group that killed Maggie's people, and they are savages. They have torn the group apart. They have cut people, stabbed them. They throwing knives and all kind of stuff. They like some midnight ninjas or something, man. Well, ninjas do be moving at night on the movies and stuff. But yeah, so they have did their thing. They have ransacked the group, and it's crazy because, like, Maggie ends up by herself, and she ends up like by a mall or something, and she goes in the mall and she's traversing it and exploring, and but these dudes are so awesome, but she ends up entangling with a few of them, and she kills them. So I guess maybe she's super badass. But she kills a few on the stairwell and stuff. And then it looks like in dire straits. Like, it is bad. Like, they have got her. Who comes out of nowhere? Negan. So it's crazy. Like, they had this big group of people, and Negan been telling her, like, we need to turn around. This is a bad course of action. This is the wrong place. La, 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 la. And she hasn't been listening to Negan. And Negan has kind of been correct. And like, we're trying to save everybody. We need these supplies or something, but we are taking the path of most resistance. Like, it is looking bad. Like, we see the signs. We see people hung up, and the people, he knows about these theatrics, and people are showing you it is their like defensive mechanism. Like, We don't want you to come here. We are showing you if you come here, this will happen. You will die. That is how he operated. And she's just like, no, we gotta get these supplies. We gotta go here. Like you can go different routes, but she just doesn't want to listen to Negan because she hates Negan. And but he has been seeming correct. And then they meet other people on this course, man. Like he saves and stuff. Like he finally comes through in the clutch. And I know she doesn't trust him, but he has been doing his thing. Then they meet up with a few. They meet up with this girl, and then they meet up with the big brother. Like he on his last leg, man. Like he dies. Like she apologizes and stuff. She led him to a certain death. She has to go up to him and kill him, like to save him from becoming a walker. Like they don't want those problems. Like he a big gigantic brother, so they don't want a big gigantic walker running around. So she kills him. But then they get back on their path, and Negan tells her again, like we gotta turn around, we gotta go a different path or whatever. Like there are walkers everywhere. Or and then they have the dude that used to be with Negan, and he has been messed up, and so he's slowing them down. And Negan is looking like, yo, we might need to kind of leave him behind. She's like, no, we ain't leaving him behind or something. It's like she going so far out of her way not to leave him behind. But then they had homeboy that was in the subway, and she didn't think twice about that. She was like, we can't open the door. Bye. You're dead. But they slowing down the path, man, and getting through. She gets somebody else killed. The woman gets bit in the arm and stuff. And then she puts herself in harm's way again. Like at this point, there is nothing you can do. Like you can maybe save her and cut her arm off and hopefully hope that she lives and stuff. But that's if you caught it early. Walkers jumped all on the woman. They got 10 walkers on her eating her. And Maggie is rushing to her. Negan has to grab her and put her on his side and pull her away. Like, you hate the man, but the man is coming through. He is saving you. Like, because you are making bad decisions. One part on the episode I very much liked. I like that Father Gabriel, he looked like he had got a death blow or something, man. They cut his throat, but it's just a little slash on the side. But he ends up meeting with one of these, they show him just the beginning of the episode, well, close to the beginning. And he's out in the woods and he meets up with one of those people. And dude is like, we are the chosen people and this and that. And he kind of talking religious stuff. And then he's talking to Father Gabriel and he's like, come pray with me and this and that. Father Gabriel like, God not here right now. It kills him. I was like that was kind of interesting. I was like, that was kind of badass. Like Father Gabriel, you know his arc in the story. Like he has been a hoe. Whenever he first he left his flock out to die and didn't help them, and then he was traitorous against Rick and them group and stuff. But he has grown a lot. Him, Eugene, a lot of people. Shit, Negan hasn't made the biggest transition and stuff. Like he came through in the clutch. Like he probably my favorite character on The Walking Dead right now. Cause Michonne gone, Rick gone. Daryl doesn't get enough screen time. Like when Daryl is on screen, I think Daryl would be my favorite character, but they let him say like 2-3 words. Hey, dog. Carol, she's chasing behind these horses and stuff. Like they need this because you need something bigger to be able to go further and be able to bring supplies. Like if you travel for 3 days and find a big cache of stuff. Like you can only grab so much by hand. Like, and then you're gonna get back, you could probably gonna have to eat the stuff that you get. So by the time you get back home, you ain't gonna really have nothing. But they are out there after the horses and stuff. They end up getting horses or whatever. Like they have to be patient. And Rosita is in this episode, and she's talking about she had a dream about Abraham, and Abraham is trying to warn them or something, but he gets killed, and so she's trying to see what that means. But it could mean better days are ahead. They're trying to warn them or something. I don't know, but just a little thing to mention, like Abraham. I liked Abraham. Uh, it was a cool episode, man. It ends up uh Negan and Maggie is together at the end because she does has to have to listen to him, and she leaves homeboy behind because he's like, I'm slowing y'all down. I'm not gonna make it. Like, you have to go. If this mission is not successful, everything has been for nothing. Like, you want this new world, you want it to be like it was, or you want us to progress. Like, if we don't do this, it's not gonna happen. I can't pull you back, and you can't put all this on your shoulders, put me in. Like, it's a good little part. He's like, the reason why I left Negan and went after you because went behind you because you were a good leader and this and that. And it's crazy now that he left Negan for Maggie, but the person that's kind of making the sound decisions at this point right now is Negan. Because Negan, that's something about it. He's not so emotional. Like he thinks with his brain, not his heart. And it was negative in certain instances back in the days, but it is necessary for survival in this part in time. So man, I want to see what happens, man. I want to see Daryl and them, what's up with them. See if they fight more of these warriors or whatever. The Commonwealth, I guess we'll see that next episode. I'm not too. I'm good on the Commonwealth. If it was the original story and Rick and them was there and Michonne and stuff, I'd be like, ooh. But I don't really care about the Commonwealth. I don't care about Eugene and his girlfriend and Princess. And only thing I would like about the Commonwealth is to see if Ezekiel can get some medical help to try to live. But yeah, that's my little thoughts about the episode, man. Like, I just want to drop something. Like, comment, subscribe, be the greatest and the most hated. I do my Walk a Day videos weekly, man. This is a Monday. Like, I never do this. Like, I just forgot. I forgot. So, I'll be earlier next week. Peace.